Junior lefties, family and friends, welcome to the Orleans for the title matches of today's JBT event. Two of the very best port-siders we got going at it for the title here, and they dominated, going first and second, way ahead of everybody else. I'm so excited, the camera's going everywhere. Derek Acuff right now trails by 20 pins against second seed Jakob Buturff. Shreds that rack apart. So he's gone Dutch so far through the first 5 frames, while Jakob went 4-bagger to open up and then a 9 spare. These two went back and forth all day long for the tournament lead. Derek grabbed it back from Jakob with a 259 game 8 win, which got him to plus 346, while Jakob was right behind him all day long and ended up second at 341. He steamrolled by Perry Crowell in the semifinal, however, with a 267 game to get the right to square off again against Derek for the title here. Big shot here mid-game, 6 frame strike working. He likes it, and he should. Kind of his A-game there. When Derek's able to place about 7 or 8 or left of there, he just shreds racks when he comes in light, and does so twice in a row there to keep himself alive in this match. Jakob all 8 games over 200, 200 or better, finished with 200 game 8 and a high today of 258. Solid stuff from the guy who is completely owning this tour right now. Won his 15th career title yesterday in a doubles win with Lindemann. And that ball crept up a little high, so a second consecutive 9 count. Keeps things interesting here. Jakob was a 6-time winner when the season started, which is no small potatoes, but to be at 15 already means that he has had a massively successful fall. No problem at all at the 6-pin. If you haven't watched Jakob bowl before, since it's going to be hard to see from this distance, but it's all in a very unique left wrist. His thumb is in the ball, but he is able to curl that entire ball back, way back on his forearm essentially. So he kind of throws it like a no-thumber power-wise, but has the accuracy of a thumb-in bowler, which is just a lethal combination as the results speak for themselves. 7th frame. Likes that one. We do too. 10 on the pit. Not exactly a newsflash around here. But it's anybody's game. He can max out for 268, and Derek still has room for 250 on the board, so basically who's going to blink at this point? Both bowlers locked into the pocket. And the left looks pretty good today. When a lefty has a good look on the left side, it's really advantaged them because there's fewer of them, so they don't have to move around as much as the righties do, and that's just the name of the game. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. That's high. Wow, that ball really held. That was right of target the entire way, and it just barely held and got that 6-pin out. Mandatory strike just about right there. Bet you're going to see a little emotion out of him if he gets this strike, because he always, as a high-end bowler, want to consolidate those good breaks. And if he can bookend that pretty good break he just had with the strike on either side, that'll once again keep him in position in this match. Good turnout today. 92 bowlers, thanks as always to the crew here at the Orleans and the giant alligators on the masking units. Thanks to them as well. Nice. Nice ball. Angle of entry, so important in bowling, and that's just the ideal angle of entry there from the left side. That is hard for that ball not to strike. It did. And guess what, guys? We got ourselves a tie game. Virtually, which Jakob can untie by doubling up here in the 8th frame. Another good shot. Oh, man. Woo! Vicious messenger coming across the lane there to rip out that 7-pin. I apologize to that 7-pin for being stuck in that rack right there, because it had no chance. Many of the Vegas bowling centers have those really nice sidewalls like that, and when you come in light, heaven forbid you leave that 7-pin, because usually someone is going to come across and eliminate it. To re-extend to 20 pins here. Way out. Oh! Man, who in the building didn't think he was going to roll out both of those pins right there, but he didn't. That could have been 0, that could have been a 379 for ordinary mortals. Instead, it's just a 9 pin. When you're rolling well, you got breaks like that. Can't have a lapse of concentration on the spare, though. Which he doesn't. Nails it in the schnoz. The schnoz is the 1/4 inch on either side of the geometric middle of the pin. I don't know if you knew that. It's the schnoz. Yes, there you go. This guy will tell you that. He wrote the book on hitting the pins in the schnoz. All right, here. Let me see. Now Buturff can max out for 257. Derek, of course. Oh dear. Derek, of course, the 250 max. My tripod just completely fell apart.
It's 260, not 250.
260? 110, 140, 70. Oh, 260. Yeah. A calculator and a tripod is what you can get me for Christmas. That looks good. Oh, yes, sir. Boy, just kind of mirror images of each other. Derek a little more aggressive, so he's just a pinch further right, but essentially the break point exactly the same and the results exactly the same, as it's just a strike fest here. And of course, as the peanut butter very correctly informs me, that's a 260 max, so Derek now can go double 8 to shut out Jakob. Sometimes when and it was a medium scoring pace today, by the way, just in case you're wondering if we just bowled all day long and had to average 250. It was the middle road pattern and the cut and scratch was minus 31, so, 51. So only a 190 average to make the cut, but these guys showing us how it's done today. 10th frame. Fell off a little bit. Oh, not a problem. Fell off at just a pinch. Perry Krell told that ball to tilt. It certainly did right there. Came up dead high flush. Got a couple boards to play with out there. They've developed that throughout the day. Sorry about the shaking. All right, striking 8 wins it all. No losers of this game. They're both doing all they could. It's just where your 9 counts happen to have been, really. If they both cheat, Derek will have missed twice, and Jakob will have missed 3 times. As the math comes out, that'll work out for Derek. That one. Oh, yeah. What a mentally tough performance by Derek as well, too, to see the hottest bowler on tour start out front 4 while you don't have a double. That is tough to keep your head and not get frustrated and bowl your own game. He did all of the above, but still has one more shot of work to do here. If he, a short count will be 47. I still added it wrong. Oh well. Either way, there's your champion. Hey, lefty or righty, I don't want to hear it. That was 2 excellent games by 2 excellent bowlers, and check out the title counts. Jakob will remain at 15, but Derek gets himself up to 13. That's 28 titles between these 2 kids. That's pretty darn good. Give any bowler, lefty righty, or that couple extra boards than the field to play with, and you will see them do it at the pro level for sure, and at our level as well. These guys are competitors too, so second place will be completely unacceptable for Jakob, but I don't think it'll take him too long to get over this one. His woman had an outstanding weekend as well. I can say that, can I? His woman don't? Is that how we do it around here? Quiet. In my broadcast, you can take these suckers too. All right, 259 to 236 is your final. Or 7, be quiet. We'll hand out the awards. We'll do it all over again in Albuquerque in 5 days, which is probably why I'm a little tired. I will do it all over again. You may not do it all over again.